Hello, hello, hello. What's going on, friends? Coming to you on a Monday. King Midas Collection, boy Vaughn in the house. We got some books, a mail call, if you will, to show you guys. So without further ado, let's get into it. But first, I'm just going to give a quick shout out to my man Beauty Comics, who in one of his last videos, unfortunately it was 2 weeks ago, just now catching up to it, but in one of his videos, he nominated me for a top 5 books in my PC, in my collection. So I have to do a little bit of scrounging to get it all together because I want to make a nice video. So give me some time, but I promise you that will be up shortly, Beauty. Thank you so much for the nomination. Now, onto the mail call, right? First I'm going to show you guys a quick book, one of the weird books in this $300 collection that I bought over Easter weekend. A lot of the books in there were very modern. There was nothing spec worthy in there, minus some Spider-Man 2099 newsstands, which are surprisingly all near mint. No 9.8 candidates, unfortunately, but they are still near mint minus, which is all good in my book. But here's an interesting one that people probably don't know about here. This is a book from Innovation, Lost in Space. This is the annual, #1 annual Joe Jusko cover art there. Noticing that this is like $30-$40 book on the secondary market. Somebody just bought it the other day for like $45. Nothing special about this book other than a good Jusko cover art here, and I guess you could say it's a bondage cover, so maybe that is the appeal with that book. Anyway, it's kind of weird that like books that nobody hears about are the ones that kind of have some kind of niche value attached to it. All right, so let's get into some of the variants that we bought, because this is a variant channel. So Hive Comics, Bird City Comics have put me on to Hive Comics. They've had some killer exclusives, including those Gun Honey Blood for Bloods I showed you guys not too long ago. But first up, we have a Jen Bartel variant here. I love me some Jen Bartel. So check this out. This is a Virgin variant of the 300, was it 20 or 30 year anniversary for 300, I believe? Anniversary edition for it, but Jen Bartel doing the art. Couldn't say no to it, so we picked one up. And then the other one is a Gabriel Del Otto with the COA. 369 out of 666 for the Disney Villains Dynamite Scar version. Virgin. It says Spectral Comics, but we got it from Hive, so they must have a deal with both of them. But this one is an interesting, it's like super foiled out. Man, the foil is not really shown as well on screen here, but in person, this is fire. I thought it was going to just be the normal Virgin variant there as seen on the internet when I purchased it, but that foil makes it look even sicker. All right, next up, Unknown Comics. Some books finally came in. We're looking at Deja Thoris #1. This is a Lucio Parillo exclusive Unknown Comics Virgin variant there. Just absolutely gorgeous. Love this book. Glad to have a copy of it, of course. Next up, we have a Scarlet Witch, issue #4, David Nakayama, foil exclusive Virgin variant there. I don't know what's up with my camera today. I feel like I'm not showcasing these books off for you good enough. There's a lot of light, there's a lot of glare, but the foiling on this is phenomenal because it's so it's on the cover here, and then it's on her headpiece there, whatever you want to call that, her crown. Next up, we have Vaporella versus Red Sonja #5. This is like a duel. So this is Josh Burns Virgin variants for Red Sonja. I think it's kind of funny that like her belly button's pierced, because like that shouldn't be a thing during this time period, but it's artist interpretation, right? And then the other half of it here is the Vaporella side there by Josh Burns. Big Josh Burns fan. So good to see both girls getting treatment from that one. Next up, the Great Wall of Comics had some exclusives come out. We got these a little early because this book actually drops this Wednesday, but it is Street Fighter Masters Chun-Li, limited to 400 copies, 37 here by Ivan Talavera. Beautiful book. I mean, it's Cammy, right? Not only did we get the green outfit, because we all know what we love about fighting games is the costume changes, right? The cosmetics. We got that blue Shadaloo going there for Cammy. And to top it all off, little salute to her origins there. Great Britain. Got that English bodysuit there. Beautiful books. Again, limited out of 400 from the Great Wall of Comics. And we also picked up a couple other variants from them too. Some Lucio Parrillo action again. Was looking for this book. Always pick up anything Lucio Parrillo. Issue 750 Wonder Woman there. Big ol' anniversary edition there. And then from his wife, Carla Cohen, on Power Rangers. This is Mighty Morphin #1. Limited to 300 here from Scorpion Comics that Great Wall Comics had. Still had some of those. Next up, our order from Things from Another World last week. So we're going to showcase some of the variants, of course. So first up, I just didn't have this Black Panther David Mack variant for issue number 13. This is like 2 volumes ago. I got it for $1, so that's a nice little steal there. But let's get into some variants here. Look at this 1 in 100 black and white variant. Ninja Turtles Usagi Yojimbo Where When #1. That Kevin Eastman artwork there. Classic. Probably thinking about slabbing that one. Next up, Seasons Have Teeth, the 1 in 25 Virgin. Beautiful book. Loving it. We got next, Harley Multiversity screws up the DCU #2. This is an homage to that Flash Superman race. I think what, the second or third race cover for this one? Not sure, but 1 in 25 there. We're going to save those two for last because those are big books. All right, let's move. Let's see what else we got here. This I can show. We'll do that one. That's a good one. This one is just a normal book I'm reading this week. We can show this one. Move that one. We can show this one. And we'll move that one over there. All right, here we go. Now that we're organized a little bit. So there's the first appearance of a villain here for Batman Incorporated #7. Dude that looks like a rodeo clown. You've seen the 1 in 25 variant. What's silly is that my comic shop does this thing, and we've talked about it on the channel before. For a lot of the variants, people are buying them like quick, right? So if you put them in your cart and you go to check out, sometimes they come out of your cart on their own. So I didn't notice that the 1 in 25 Batman Incorporated got knocked out of my cart. So when I finally finalized the order was complete. I didn't notice until later that day when I was cataloging that the book had been taken out of my cart. So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. And we know it's speccing right now, but I feel that it's a FOMO book for sure. Guardians of the Galaxy, new volume that is coming out. So issue #1. These movie photo variants tend to do well. So we just picked that up just in case people actually really like Adam Warlock. Next up, of course, we picked up the Yoshitaka Amano artwork here for Sandman, the Glass, or Nightmare Country, the Glass House #1. Hear a lot of people like they do not like Amano's work, but they just don't understand the Japanese infused lore that he puts into all his artwork, and he's been doing it for 40 years, you know, so what more can you ask for? And then of course we picked up the 1 in 50. Are you kidding me? Here's the foil treatment of said same book. Send that one in the CGC. Another Usagi Yojimbo Turtles mashup. This is the 1 in 10 that we picked up. Good book. 1 in 10 variant cover design here for Carnage issue #12. We got that for cover price too, so I think they must have mislabeled that one. Very fun book here, Dark Ride issue #5. Of course, they've been homaging all the Disney shows. I missed out on the Snow White one. It was such a bummer to miss that one, but I love Mulan, so good to see that one. I believe that is a 1 in 10, if I'm not mistaken. And then the big boy, we ordered this immediately. This one I knew dropped out of my cart, had to throw it back in there. 9.2. This can probably grade a lot higher since it's a thick book here. This is the 1 in 100 Marvel's Voices Spider-Verse John Jang Virgin cover. You know, we picked that up immediately. Just waiting for it to drop, and we got it. Boom. Next up, we got these packs here from Unknown Comics. That Spider-Man booth, they do these mystery bags on Whatnot, so you kind of bid up until you can buy a bag. There's ceiling packs, $500 value in these packs. There's 100, or most of them are 100, the ones that I got. And then there's other packs that are like all signature books or all virgin books. Unfortunately, we didn't hit any of the big ones, but there was still a lot of value in each of these that were over $100. So shout out to Pop Comics for putting me onto this and trying to get the good numbers here, but number 2 didn't do it for us. We'll show you the variants here anyway, and we'll go quick. But we have X-Men issue number 16 there, Miguel Mercado. Then we have a Wolverine 22. Daredevil number 1, and all of these are going to go to the flea market or online at our TCG store. Did you know that TCG Player sells comics? So kind of crazy, right? I want to my friend who owns a storefront on there who sells mostly Magic cards. It's like, hey, they sell comic books on here. Not too many people are on here right now. Maybe this can be an avenue for us to get down, on the floor, and sky's the limit with that. So we'll check it out, see how it does. Edge of Spider-Verse number 2, that 300 homage, of course. And these are the 2 big books for this pack right here, which is pretty cool. Ninja Funk, this is the Edge of Spider-Verse 2 homage here, signed by Sarah Serena and JPG. JPG, of course, is the artist on Ninja Funk, I believe, right? Maybe, I don't know. And last but not least in that pack, this one's pretty cool. Benny Powell signed metallic White Widow there. You see his signature right at the bottom for the foil White Widow goodness there. Pretty good book. I'm gonna make sure that I didn't pause anything. Oh, I did pause. I paused my music. See? So you don't hit the space bar by accident. Next pack, again, not a ceiling or anything, just like some fire variants here. Again, this is $100 value in this, a minimum value in this pack here for 6 comics. Demon Days X-Men number 1, Kale New on that Psylocke. Then we got an interesting book here. This is Polybag Batman Arkham City, leading to the best-selling video game. I'm not really sure what variant that is to that, but we'll look it up and get back to you guys on that. Next up, Ivan Tao goodness, Dark Web, Mary Jane Black Cat number 1, good book. We have Knights of X issue number 1, Jay and Ecleto, Betsy Braddock, Captain Britain, and Gambit on there. Some more Ninja Funk goodness. Check this one out, issue number 1, signed by David Mack and JPG. Good to have a double signature there. And then another Benny Powell signed White Widow. This one's nice though, the Nathan Zerdy on that one. Beautiful book. And we got one more pack to show you guys. Pack number 83, which did not hit. But that's okay. Can't always win them all. We can't be Pop Comics and getting all the ceiling packs. So we have a Kunka, the Kunka Lin Wonder Girl number 1. Then we have Mercado, I think it's Miguel Mercado again on X-Men number 12, that's Psylocke there. X-Men issue number 13, I think this goes back to the previous volume with that 10 of Swords epic with quotes around it because it wasn't very epic. Wolverine issue number 26, good book. Another Ninja Funk signed. This is a Secret Wars homage signed by SJ and JPG. Very cool to have. Last but not least, another Benny Powell signed book with the Absolute Comics group. Wayward Legends ended on that note. Pretty cool. Really nice mail call here. So glad to show off some sick variants. Of course, that 1 in 100 Marvel's Voices Spider-Verse book is chef's kiss. We can't wait to get that one graded. I think we're going to be sending that one in So, like I said, shout out again from the top to Beauty Comics. We're going to get a top 5 going shortly. But until then, we will see you on Wednesday for the Comic Talk live on twitch.tv/ThereCanBeOnlyVon. So if you're into that gaming content, stick around for the gaming as well after the video. I'm sure it's going to be a fire cast as always. Thank you so much for tuning in the video, guys. Do all that great social media stuff. And check out the rest of the comic book community. Help and support. Bag and board, and we'll see you in the next one.